Hello, scientists, and welcome to the Science4Kern science activity for today. And today's activity is we're going to be building a catapult. And our catapult today is going to be constructed out of some pretty typical items that you're going to find in your home. We'll be including some popsicle sticks, super limited, simple items from home. Some popsicle sticks, 3 rubber bands will do. I've collected multiple kinds of rubber bands. I found these in multiple junk in my junk drawer at home. All kinds of different rubber bands, and really any of these sorts of rubber bands will work. So I'm using these more traditional popsicle stick size wooden sticks, but if you happen to have these larger ones, you could also build your catapult out of these larger craft sticks, just to create something a little different and then compare and see the difference in the sort of results that you might get. In our to test different items in our catapult today, we have some marshmallows that are actually in some fun shapes and sizes, but just the traditional white marshmallows that you can get at the store work just as well, or any other light small items that you can find in your house. Today I've collected some cotton balls. This is just wadded up paper, a wad of aluminum foil, or even little tiny small toys. This one happens to be a farm sheep, or even small Legos would actually be great for testing your catapult. So very simply, you're going to take the basic construction of the catapult is 5 popsicle sticks. Stack them up on one another, and I'm going to use one of these thinner, smaller rubber bands for this catapult. Hook up one side, grab one more popsicle stick. I'm going to slide it in, one from the bottom, like so. Close up my other end, grab another rubber band, quickly wrap that around on the other end. And then if we move ahead to some of our catapults that we've already built, this catapult actually is constructed along with the same directions as I was showing you just a moment ago. Take the spoon and attach it on the bottom, like so. Now, as you test your catapult, and then there's actually, I'll get back to that in just a second, there's a second iteration of your catapult as well, where we've actually taken a couple different popsicle sticks to try out a different method of construction to see whether or not it might actually be more effective in launching one of our items. So, are you ready to try out something? I think I'll start with one of these nifty yellow stars, and to begin, I'm going to try out my simple basic catapult design and load my item in, and you'll notice that the placement of the stack of sticks, if I pull it out from that location and I hold on with one hand and I do a doing, I get a little movement of my item. But let's see what happens if I actually slide my stack of popsicle sticks down. You can actually see that it raises up the spoon. Hold on, draw it back, and flick. Wow! A bit of a difference there, right? So there is something happening with the placement of the stack of sticks. Now, let's try out this catapult one more time and see the difference between a cotton ball and the marshmallow. And let's see what happens when I draw that one back. Ready? 1, 2, doing! Wow! That was a nice high launch too. Now, how about this catapult, which, if you notice, this time I have a popsicle stick loaded up on top right underneath my spoon. And I'm wondering what sort of difference that might make. Well, let's use a yellow star again, just to control our variables here. Draw back, see what happens. I think this is going to be I think this marshmallow will go even higher than on my other catapult, but let's see. Well, that went pretty high, but didn't seem to go as far. So how about this cotton ball? Well, let's see. Interesting. So, scientists and engineers, I've shown you the basic construction of a couple of different catapults. We've got lots of possibilities for items to test, as well as different sorts of popsicle sticks, any sort of rubber bands you have around your house. And so my challenge to you is to try out the basic catapult to start, and then make some modifications and see if you can't create a catapult that launches an item even further. To learn more about this science activity and many others, check us out at Science4Kern.org.